Right. So begin this video, which is a small tutorial on how you're going to use MAGSMATS this year for your BYOD needs in the junior school. So first things first, all our resources are, well, a main source for resources is at the Manaba Grammar School Mathematics Department website. It's called magsmaths.com. So I'm going to go to Chrome. You can use any web browser and go www.magsmaths.com. You can see it's already in there. I'm going to go. Okay, so this is the website where the mathematics department keeps all their stuff. As you can see, it's split by year levels. But what you're interested in is over here, BYOD. And if you look at BYOD, it's categorized into year 9, year 10, year 9 jumpstart, year 10 jumpstart. So for today's purposes, I'm going to click on year 9, the top. Okay, so what we have here is for every single topic that you study this year, there will be a zip folder. Okay, and you simply download the zip folder. They're not too big. I think the biggest size is about 30 megabytes. Um, you download the zip folder, and all the resources for that topic are there. Of course, this is supplementary. This is not everything, but it's a good starting point for resources. So let's say I'm studying number algebra 1. If I go look over here, I see year 9 number algebra 1. So if I click on that, I'll have a good starting point for resources that help me learn the number and algebra 1 at year 9 topic. So I'm going to click download file. Now, the reason I always use Chrome is because of this. Because when I click download, I can actually see the progress of my file as it's being loaded. And this is hugely advantageous because if you don't have that, then you're not sure whether the computer is working or whether it's just stuck or what's actually going on, right? Whereas now I'm sure something's happening, and in a minute I'm gonna have my zip folder and it's gonna be ready to go. Now you can see it's completely loaded in the bottom right corner. It now says open in. Um, if I click open in, um, you should have, and it's a required app at Manalba Grammar School. So if you don't have it, get it. iZip. Okay, the yellow folder over there, it's called iZip. I want you to go to copy to iZip. Okay, and what that does is it extracts the files. It makes them into it decompresses them basically because they've been compressed into a zip file. Now they'll look like folders and files and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so always click yes. Okay, I would like to extract all the files, um, and then you get, rather than a zip folder. Please remind me later. Rather than zip folder, you get a zip file. You get all these nice little folders, very neatly categorized, and files on the end, etc., etc. Now, every topic is split into subtopics, neatly split into subtopics. So you can see in number algebra 1, we're mainly going to be looking at integers, decimals, adding and subtracting algebraic terms, writing algebraic expressions, etc., etc. Okay. From here, it's very easy to use. Your teacher will write up the path to get to the file you want. So if I wanted this file, I would write up on the whiteboard. I would write year 9 number algebra 1, decimals, decimals in rounding iBook, and decimal operations. And what we're going to do today is we're going to look at subtracting decimals exercise. We're going to do an exercise in subtracting decimals. Um, Now, if it's a PDF, all you got to do is click on it. It comes up. If you feel it's a bit small, you go full screen. You still feel it's small, you can go to the exact question and do question by question, by question by question. PDF is fairly simple to use. You will get every now and then a cool website to use. So, for example, we're doing ordering decimals, and let's say we want to do we want to play bingo today with ordering decimals. So your teacher will say to go to that file, and there's a link. And when you click on the link, it will leave the iZip folder. It'll open the Interactive Maths web page. You just click on what you want. Okay, I want a 3 by 3 thing. I'll keep a track of answers. Today we'll do addition and subtraction. and start. So there's a lot of cool websites on here that have links. And when you're done with the website, if you look in the top left, it says back to iZip. So we're gonna go back to iZip. Okay. Um, mhm. Okay. So you're always gonna get this like iZip free thing. That's the price we pay uh, because our stuff is free. You'd have to pay money to get rid of those ads and whatever. Um, so I'm going back to files and see what other type of files I'll show you to use. Uh, cancel. So I don't want to extract again. I want to go to the already extracted folder. Um, and we were doing decimals, and let's say I'm interested in operations. Perhaps I want to add and subtract decimals. Now look at this. This is actually a video on YouTube, and you can go to the YouTube link. Once again, it'll open in a browser. Um, and all of us know how to use YouTube. We just click play, and it'll go from there. Go back to iZip. Um, this is going to keep coming up, so sorry about that. Um, the other thing that happens is let's say we wanted to open a PowerPoint. Okay, now when you click on, let's say we're doing rounding. Okay, when you click on a PowerPoint, it'll open the PDF of the PowerPoint. That's quite useful because it gives you a quick view, right? But often what happens is when a PowerPoint gets PDF'd, it it muddles things up. So it'll put the picture in the top left rather than the center, and the writing will be spaced out too much in this kind of thing, right? Now, in this particular PowerPoint, it hasn't done that, so I can just look at the PDF if I want. But if ever you're having difficulties with either a Word document or a PowerPoint, it's best open in is your best friend. So if you look at the bottom where it says open in and you click on that. Now, if you open in PowerPoint, it's going to come out perfect. The view is going to be perfect. Now, this is really important because even in Word, often when you look at the PDF view, it's good, but if there's a lot of equations in there, the equations can get muddled up too. They're in the wrong order. They're all together rather than line by line by line, etc., etc. So open in is your best friend. If you click on something and it doesn't look the way you think it should look, go to open in. So now that I'm in my PowerPoint, now it'll definitely come out good. And of course, I can. The other advantage of a PowerPoint is that I can play it. Okay, so for example, I can have it come out, as it's meant to, sentence by sentence, or however the teacher, when they created the PowerPoint, how they wanted it to look. This is really advantageous because often for learning, we want things to show you things in a certain order, and they'll happen in that order. Um, Definitely advantageous compared to, say, what we had before, which was just a PDF, just the final slide written out, printed out, basically. Right? So those are the main things you're gonna get. You're gonna get PowerPoints, Word documents, websites, and videos. And some of them will be instructional videos. Some of them will be going through answers, etc., etc. Uh, there's a lot there, but it's quite well categorized, so you should be able to find whatever you're struggling in. Say integers is what I struggled with in number algebra 1. I can go to integers and look through it. Um, make best use of what's there for you. And yeah, welcome for those of you who were here with us last year. Um, Welcome back to MAGS 2017. And for those of you who are new, um, you know, welcome to MAGS.